We're talking about the ending of Moon Knight Season 1. We're giving you all thoughts right now. Now to continue on to like what Chris was saying about Ahmet and the ending feeling rush. Ahmet grows in size and is absorbing all the souls that Harrow and his minions are killing in mass, gaining that strength so that way I guess she could take over the world. And then out of nowhere we see Khonshu just magically grows to size. So I don't know if it was a thing that they all could do or just because she had the soul she could do it. And that it was not you could do it. I don't know the reason why, right? But seeing the kaiju fight, cool, fun. But like everything else in this final act of this confrontation kind of felt lackluster to me. It felt like we needed more time. Just the explanation of why he got to that big would have been fantastic. Or some visual changes, like you said, Moon Knight and Mr. Knight changing between the battle was fantastic. But when you see Harrow, he gets a new fancy spear, but that's it. I was a little disappointed with the ending, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so was I. I thought the staff changing into kind of like an axe or like some type of mallet was interesting, but I don't understand why Harrow also didn't get his own costume of some sort, right? Layla got a costume when she allowed Tawaret temporarily to be, control. If he's giving himself to Ahmet, and we had that scene where Ahmet's like telling him, you're in chaos, your mind isn't, which I thought was a great hypocriticism towards just cult leadership in general.
Yeah.
But that side of it, of her being like, hey, you're going to be my herald anyway. You're going to be my avatar. And he's like, that's what I've always wanted. And his staff changes. He didn't get any type of costume. So he's literally, it's like this old man fighting a superhero, which was really odd to me.
Yeah.
The kaiju fight for me, Rob, I could care less about the kaiju. I thought it was just kind of like,
it was cool.
Whatever. I was confused to see if, I don't know if the people of Cairo even saw them. Are they able to see what's going on?
I have no idea.
Because they saw the light, right? The light comes out of the top of the pyramid. Everyone's like, whoa, what the hell's going on? They're seeing the souls leave and the people are coming by and just grabbing them, which I'm like, if someone grabs me, I'm punching you straight in the face.
That's
a
don't moment where if they had another episode, they could have fleshed out a little bit where like people left and you would have understand the scope of the scene of where everything was. Another thing, Harrow throughout the whole show, or at least multiple times in the show, summoned these demon dogs.
Yeah.
Right? To attack the jackals. Thank you. Ahmet's there. He has even more power. Why are there no jackals? Why is there no new jackal being? What if it's like on two legs and it's a jackal guy and Moon Knight has to fight that? Then you could go after Harrow, and instead of Harrow being like in armor, he's like the wizard guy. He summons things. Cool. Lean into that. Have a giant jackal guy and have, maybe Layla has to fight that and keeps flying around and does all that kind of cool stuff instead of just guys with guns. They run, slap at her a little bit, which is fine. But then you should have had like a little big boss fight, and then Harrow and Moon Knight go head to head again, and he has all this magic, and like he punches him, doesn't have anything because it's like a magic aura surrounding him, and lean into that wizard stuff. But I think they couldn't do that, one, because of budget, because what I just said cost millions of dollars, but two, they didn't have enough time, right? They had to do all this kind of stuff in a short window. And then let's not forget the elephant again in the room, where Harrow gets to become, I guess, the vessel of Ahmet, and Ahmet's in him, and she's trapped. Okay, sure.
All in one episode.
All in one episode, yeah. And I was like, okay, but like also the other people are doing that, and that's fine, and they're cool with that. What does that really mean? And they're about to kill him, and he's like, I'm gonna kill him. And Khonshu's like, yeah, do it. He's terrible. And he's like,
do it, yeah, do it.
No, you want me to do it? I'm not gonna do it. And we're like, what are you doing? He just killed thousands of people. You're a mercenary. Kill the son of a gun. And they're like, nope. And I was like, and then you see him again in the mental facility, and I guess he went crazy because a god's in there. What? We needed more time.
I'm worried that this is the crux of where we're going now with these businesses, these massive multi-billion-dollar companies. Where, and I know I'm sorry to shift it towards that, but that's how I felt in this episode. It was six episodes. It's very short. Moon Knight's not a very well-known character in the comics, or people who don't read comics know little to nothing about Moon Knight. This is kind of a test. The first episode of the show was fantastic. I still believe strongly that is the greatest start to any of the Disney Plus series we've seen, including Star Wars. I know that's blasphemous to say on Star Wars Day, but including Star Wars, I think Moon Knight started off better than anything. And it, to me, kind of slowly couldn't keep up with that first episode. And we see that culminate in this episode where, yeah, naturally, it should probably be 8 episodes, right? But money constraints, we don't know if the character is going to be good or not. We don't know. Like, it's almost like all this business stuff in the background came to fruition and said, let's test out, see how it does. If it's a hit, great. We made a bunch of money. We can continue it. If it's not, we'll throw them in the background of a team or something, right? Like, it's one of those scenarios.
I don't even know if it's just the Moon Knight. I think you're too narrow focused. I disagree with you.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's just Moon Knight.
I think it's the whole Disney Plus TV series. I feel like they couldn't order more episodes because they're like, this is going to cost us way more money in the long run than like a regular movie, perhaps, right? And it's like, all right, we're investing so much time and effort. We don't know if the concept of at-home TV shows are going to do as well as they did, right? So I think it's like, all right, we could order 6 episodes for this character, maybe 8 for this one. I think all these season 1s and all these shows are a proof of concept more along the lines for Marvel, right? It's like, okay, we know people love it. There's the demand there. Now we could expand these things, make it a little bit longer, and really go at it with these things, or write scripts that are shorter, because I think this whole thing, it was a gauge whether people liked it, whether they thought it was too long, too short. I guarantee you there's somebody sitting at that table saying, are people going to watch 6 hours of this when people complain about 3-hour movie? I don't know if this is enough, right? This might be too much, and I can see that.
Yeah, but the other side of it too is, right, like TV shows are what's moving this medium forward now. No, like you said, people aren't going to go see a 3-hour movie. I know people who didn't even go see the Batman just because it was 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like, I know people who are like, oh, if it's a movie, but they just change it to quote unquote miniseries, you'll binge it and watch the same amount of time anyway. Like, it's all in your mind. It's all stupid, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's all about the content. Loki was 6 episodes. Look how that ended fantastically. Right. So it's not every single property that is struggling from this symptom. Right. Loki had a great story. It was 6 episodes. I thought it fit fantastically. That last episode might have been the best episode of the whole thing. But this in Moon Knight kind of started like slowly going downhill for me. Not saying it's bad, but it was definitely rushed at the end. There was definitely stuff we wanted to see more. Right. We've been saying it the whole time. I know that the after credit scene stuff, right, and Jake Lockley stuff we've been talking about this whole time, who it's got to be that person within that stuff we don't see. I get the tease out, but unless we see that stuff, it's always going to be second best, right? It's not going to come to your mind in the beginning of like, oh my god, we just saw him take down all these people. We had another blackout stuff in episode 6. So kind of all this rush to get to the ending, tie it with a bow. Okay, this worked, we could do it later. Kind of the more, put more money into it or get more episodes out. Yeah. I think they have to figure that out in a better way, because not every character is obviously the same. Not every managerial style is the same, or writing team, or blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
Some will need 6, some will need 8, some might need 10. And if it's good, people will watch it. It doesn't really matter.
Thank you guys for watching this conversation from our Moon Knight review. We hope you enjoyed it. We want to hear your thoughts and theories down in the comments below.
And guys, thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, really helps the channel out a lot. If you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications. You don't want to miss any more of our MCU videos or our Star Wars videos or Disney Plus videos. And if you missed anything, it's right here for you. And I'm Chris Heller. That's Rob Moran. We're the Jersey Comic Crew, and we'll see you next time.